Revelation 3:14, and unto the angel of the church of the Laodiceans write, these things saith the Amen, the faithful and true witness, the beginning of the creation of God. The first thing to notice in this verse is the Laodiceans. They were actual people in a town, city, village called Laodicea, and they had a church that was up and running, and they were preaching the word of Jesus. So they are the Laodiceans, and the church was the church of Laodicea. And the Laodicea church was in that Mediterranean area where all of the 7 churches were. The next thing to notice in this verse is where Jesus calls himself the Amen. He's done this many times in the Revelation so far, and he's done this many times in the New Testament. There are many names that Jesus calls himself. Amen is one of them. So what does Amen mean? Amen is a Greek word that means the truth. And if you didn't know, the New Testament is written in Greek, and the Old Testament is written in Hebrew. A lot of people will say that the Bible was written in Aramaic. That's not true. Maybe 1 or 2 sentences here and there were, but a majority of the Old Testament was written in Hebrew, and a majority of the New Testament was written in Greek, because those were the most common languages at that time, and so was Latin. So in Rome, they spoke Latin, but a lot of people spoke Greek. Same thing in Judea. That's why the sign on Jesus's cross was in Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. So all of the 3 major languages can understand what it said. That was the purpose of that. So Jesus is calling himself the Amen, which means the truth. And he also calls himself the truth many times. And he calls himself the light, the faithful and true witness, etc., etc.